Hello, playback viewers, and welcome to the stream. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna ping my server now, so hopefully people know that I'm streaming. So just give me a moment. Okay. So... at YouTube OG, at YouTube ping, streamering. Finally didn't misspell it, which I totally was doing on accident. Okay, so we need to open up this because we have a new thing to do. I've thought of a new modifier idea, and this includes taking the person's idea of a bow tie. I do actually need these all on to do this. It'd be nice to have this bow tie here. I'm gonna say goodbye to the old one. Actually, I wonder what it's like if I were to do what the bow tie is going to do. It's going to have an actual purpose. What it's going to do is block out the thing. All you can see, that's what it's going to do. This bow tie doesn't work for it. So we really are going to delete that bow tie and we're going to make a new one. Thinking I might actually freehand this. Then we just fill it in. That is terribly uneven. So we're just gonna make that actually even. Gonna move that over. And then we're just gonna rub out a whole load of the side and redraw it. Okay. I haven't actually checked chat, so I don't know whether there's anybody's already here. No, oh wait, maybe it's just loading. No, yeah, I'm yet to get anyone to join stream. Maybe I started stream at a bad time. Okay, and then we're going to fill it in and we're going to see what that looks like now. Okay, so it still looks kind of bad along here. Dark, since Carton got 800 subs, I have to dress up as a furry. Bro, why do you even do that stuff? Like, why do you even make those bets? Second of all, you don't have to. Hi, Markham. Mr. Piggy Master 5920. You can choose whatever. You don't have to. It was your own thing, I'm assuming. It's like they went, oh, you gotta do this now. Is it dress up for the rest of the year? If it's for the rest of the year, Mr. Picky Master, that's pretty bad. I think this is gonna be the bow tie. Yeah, that's good. Imagine that top right. It's just a bow tie. I can't even move my blooming thing to the top right. I have to zoom in or out. The only time I can move it is when I can scroll, which is never when you're zoomed out. Two months. You don't have to, you know, it really is just your choice. I'm interested to see what exactly it looks like though, to be honest. Okay, big bow tie. I feel like something's missing. Bow tie. I'll send in DMs, okay. Money laugh. I think that's... There's a place near us where you can hire people in bluey costumes. What? Not us, but near you. We don't live in the same place, do we? Okay. Oh, oopsies. Oh yeah, I was also thinking of making it a... Oh. Making it yellow. Or, well, orange maybe. I think red definitely looks better. I might actually just... go that to 2 and make it do... So when this is all together, this looks like this. Okay, time to upload this then. Save as PNG picture, bow tie. I'm going to save the actual thing. Okay. Then I'm going to upload it and we get to see what it's like in the game. DMs, okay. I've read the DMs, Mr. Piggy Master. Okay, time to upload this asset then. Dust UI, morning laugh, rain. I'm gonna make a new one. We're gonna call it bow tie, and I'm gonna copy this asset ID. I think it's moderated already. I can't tell because it just looks pure white. It might not be moderated yet, possibly because of the text. Let's just have a look. No, it is. And then we would have like frame, like this frame. Yeah. Hello, light peasant hog. Okay. Hi, goofy guy goobus. Okay, so we're gonna go into here. We're gonna make a new modifier. Was it you who was thinking about the bow tie idea, Mr. Goofy Guy Goobus? I don't know why I'm calling you guys Mr. and whatnot, but Goofy Guy Goobus, were you the one that thought about the like bow tie? Oh, or was someone else then? Okay, and then we do go up here and we get the bow tie. What called again? It's just a bow tie, isn't it? Yep, bow tie. I realise a bow tie is a tie that's in a bow. Pretty much. Okay. Dot. Not equal, just equal true. And then we're going to turn it on. So we're going to save and test. That literally should be it. Save and test, go into replicated storage, modifiables, modular modifiers. And then we will do daylight saving and dapper, so they appear during the day and I get to see their bow tie. Okay. So now if I step in the mud, I can't see what it's actually telling me. So then if I have all the concrete, if I basically max out I have to like kind of keep track of what I'm actually on. Which makes max, what's its name, Bonnie laugh even more difficult. Go! Oh my goodness, I almost got hit by that. Oh my gosh. It's really stressing. No! That load time was really fast. So now you can't even see what you're supposed to be avoiding. Your Percy's sleeping voice at school, so I'm just on our server by ourselves, so I thought I'd say hi. Hi, Fres. I'm just testing out the final Money Laugh modifier, which is... Dang it! Which is... I've mind blanked because I'm too busy trying not to die. There is a... There's a mannequin. There's a bow tie now that blocks what you need to avoid, so you kind of have to keep track of what you're supposed to avoid. Oh my gosh. It's really stressing. So yeah, max money laugh is pretty stressing. Especially since they don't go away in the day. Okay. Anyway, I've thought of 3 modifiers for the statues as well. I'm going to make a new folder and we're going to call it Statue Modifiers. And we're going to copy in just a random modifier and put it in. We're going to call it Opposite Day. And then we're going to call another one Tired Eyes, and another one Sleepless. Okay. That's that, and then we're gonna actually script them. There's this statue person. Hello, Odysconstantius. I'm pretty sure that's said correctly. I hope I said that correctly. Odysconstantius. I'm currently currently adding modifiers into my game, which there is like 20 of them also at this rate. Okay, so Tired Eyes and Sleepless cancel each other out, but wait, no, yeah, they cancel each other out, and Opposite Day overrides them completely as well. So this is going to be a little bit hard to code because one overrides them and the other, like, okay, so we're just going to code this all in one go because it'll be a little bit easier if we have them all at hand. So we're going to have local Opposite Day, local Tired Eyes, local Sleepless. And then we're going to, so override by the one above is this, but we're going to tab them out. Okay. Then we're going to do Sleepless equals modifiers dot, not sandboxed, Sleepless. Tired Eyes equals modifiers dot Tired Eyes, and Opposite Day equals modifiers dot Opposite Day. And then we're going to have dash dash and dash dash and dash dash. So this is going to have nothing. And then this one is going to have a to the power of symbol. It's going to say goodness. So these are cancelled out by opposite day, overridden by opposite day, and then they are cancelled out by themselves. This marking just makes it easier to understand. Okay. Let's code this in then. So if it's blackout equals false, or I think I can do an or here. No, I can't do an or here. So if blackout equals false, then it's a weeping angel, and if so if looking away, else if blackout equals false, else. Okay, so I might have to recode the logic here. So if you're looking away, it checks if blackout equals false. Oh wait, so I can just change this to true, and then I will put all of this delete that and put all of that in there, and then we will copy all of that, delete that, and put that in there, and then in here we do if blackout equals true. Is there an X or? Hold on. I think this would work if I have an X or. Is there an X or? Is there an or not? No, there's no. By the way, I just made a second chaser that after 2 minutes spawns, runs at you, takes 50 HP, respawns, but after what it should like. It's the first one's a dream core angel. Hold on. Let me read that again. By the way, I just made a second chaser that after 2 minutes spawns, runs to you, takes 50 HP, respawns after. But what should it look like if the first one is a dream core type angel? Something else dream core, I guess? Like eyeballs are dream core and stuff. Okay, I'm just thinking whether okay, so this is going to be really confusing for me. I'm actually like a tad bit confused here. Because if I do if blackout equals false or opposite day dot value equal true, that means that what if I do if blackout equals and opposite day equals false? And then here I do the same thing. And then in the else, it then checks for opposite day. If opposite day equal true, then. That's odd. Function check target view isn't working. Is that because there's no... it's not used? No. Have I done something? Oh no, it might have been just been the fact that I didn't put a end. There. Yeah, it was. It was literally just to put an end. Okay, but then this is else. It's also going to have the same if true. Then I'm going to put it down here. Now, I'm going to put these into functions, I think, because otherwise it's going to be a lot more difficult. So I think this is the exact same as this. If I did this and then did this, these are the exact same. Those are the exact same. So we're gonna have up here local function stop. And that's literally just gonna be that. So then we can just replace these with stop instead. Boom. Except we're gonna move that below opposite day. Actually, we're gonna have it in else. We're gonna have it in else. Okay, and then are these the same? These are the same. These are the same. I'm pretty sure these are the same. Apart from that, they're the same. So I can just copy these and also put them into a function. We're going to have local function run. We're just going to call it run, and then we're going to put it in there. Oh, there appears to be an issue with local function run. Ooh. Nothing defines pause. Does it? Is it? It only doesn't know what pause is. So we will just put pause in the function. We just do that. Boom. And then we can. I might make them solves so that like 60 seconds. So big eye angel, then little guys just die. I don't know. I might make them circle solve lat like 600 seconds, 10 minutes. There would be like 5 just assaulting you. That's a bit hard to understand. I think what you're saying is every 10 minutes, 5 little eyeball things assault the player. I think that's what you're saying. Okay, so that can do that. And that. Do that. Now this is simplified so much more. The entire move to calls on 2 separate functions I don't need to worry about, so I can just get this logic completely done. I can just get this logic done. Yeah, because it spawns after 2 minutes. What if I just made them scale like, oh wow, you made it 30 minutes, 15 secondary eyes. Sure, why not? Okay, so if blackout equals value equals true and opposite day equals false, then it just runs. Hi Wizard, I'm currently figuring out a very, very confusing logic thing right now, and it's surprisingly confusing. So opposite day modifier is done. I'm pretty sure that's literally opposite day modifier, but now I need to do another load of logic with even more stuff. So it's going to be really confusing. The unnamed OST I sent you, which was composed from someone I finished but sadly is not being used, do you want to hear it? Sure. So we have opposite day hopefully working. No. Right? Oh wait. Something in the while true loop other than that. Okay. More logic. Can't we just apply the same logic here? Pretty sure we can apply the same logic with the and opposite day equals false. And then we can do like a black apple through oh my gosh, and opposite day dot value equals false. Else, and then we do, hold on, else if opposite day equals true. So if it's a blackout and opposite day equals true, then it will... If it's a blackout and opposite day equals false, it will act as usual. But if it is true, it will go to the else. And then if it's true, it will still activate. Still activate. Wait, what? Because if it's else and then else, it will need to deactivate. I just realised... It does nothing to make it go else and then see if that's true. That's a bit silly of me. Hold on, so this makes the eye transparency equals 1. So in opposite day, we want that. As well. Oh, I've done the logic wrong. This is so confusing. Is it really just if blackout bool dot value equals false or opposite day equals false? Because is this now become an XOR? Is this an XOR or is this not? Hold on. How to make a X? Sorry, my caps lock gate in Roblox Studio scripting. Oh, A and not opposite day equals false. No, because A and not is the same as... This is so confusing. Hold on. This logic is really playing with my mind. They were both painfully into logic that this was 10 times harder than I thought. It gets messy at the end. Look at the ends, it gets messy at the end. Okay, I'll listen. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard this before. I went live for about an hour, it went well. Nice. I'm currently trying to figure out logic that I think I'm gonna have to pull out a tool for to note stuff down, because I cannot think. How much of this screen does it block when I do this? Hold on. No, I'm not gonna use paint for this. I'll just use a snip tool and take an image maybe. Okay, so right now... Oh, this is so confusing. I thought this would be a bit easier. Because going if this and this equals... Because this having this here and then going in the else is literally the same as if it was true. Oh, I think I know what to do. Okay, if true, then else. And I could put all of this in here. And then I'll just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. And I can get rid of that. And then in opposite day, I literally just do this, but instead I and I can then easily make opposite day override these things, the other two, by making it so the other two only take effect in here. Cool. Nice to hear, was it? Best part's coming up there. Okay. Okay, so I think I literally just do this. I think that's the logic. This. Yeah, this is quite good. Yeah, that's actually really cool. I liked that. Okay, so I'm gonna continue with this now, which means I think opposite day is working now. So normally this is literally just normal. I think I'm gonna first check whether it works normally, and then I'll turn on opposite day once I realise that. Because the eyes are a visual thing, so I don't need to make the logic for the eyes yet. So if I go into replicated storage and I go into here and turn on opposite day. Okay, so that's done nothing. Ooh, that's why. Silly me. I didn't define char because it didn't tell me that char was undefined. So we're gonna have to do that. Either way, that didn't seem to have worked. Oh, wait. Wait. I was editing a different script. I'm pretty sure I was editing this guy's script. That's why. Pause char. Then we put pause char. Okay, and then we put pause char, pause charn, pause char. Okay, and then we copy this one over and it should work. This is Mr. Roblox, Mr. Scripting in Misery Help. What? Okay, so that works. Now what if I go into here and turn on opposite day? Opposite day is on. Oh. Silly me. That, I should have known that. Always make that mistake. Always am. Come on, you're gonna wake up. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, I've done the logic wrong. So if opposite day equals true, looking away would run and oh, this is so confusing. I think there's something cancelling themselves out. So what's happening right now is if opposite day equals true, it then, let's just say opposite day is true. It's checking if you're looking away. And if you, let's say you're looking away, it will then check whether there's a blackout. And if there's a blackout, then it will run at you. But if it isn't, it'll stop. But let's say you are looking at it. Say you're not looking away and you're looking at it. Wait, there isn't anything in here, is there, right? Check target view. I haven't done anything silly in here. No, I haven't. So, let's say I am looking at it. It checks if the blackout value equals false. Oh, I know. That's a bit silly of me. I'm too used to... This is what it is. I'm too used to everything I've been doing being local. So I've gotten used to editing the values locally when this thing is server-sided and checks the values server-sidedly. That's not a word, but you get what I mean. So if I turn on opposite day server-sided and hit play, now it works. And if I go into replicate storage on the server and turn opposite day back off again, the eyes are actually working as well. That's the interesting thing. My previous logic might have actually worked. And I don't know how. Because this seems to be working. Hold on. I'm gonna do the thing where nighttime goes fast by, so I can see whether the eyes work in the night. The eyes don't work in the night. Good to know. it does switch around in the night, but the eyes don't change in the night. Okay. So my other logic, where I would check if it's opposite day and then check instead, did work better. So I'll just do that again here. So now we can just copy that in the else and remove that. And if opposite day does equal true, we put dbounce 26 thing in here, and we get dbounce 25 and put it in there. Okay, and that's the eyes logic. It would be probably a lot better to do oh, that's not what I meant. Bioluminescent creature, hello. And also hi keys players, I did see that you said glimpse, I just didn't react. Holy Oli, this stupid AI with its ghost ends. Jesus. Okay, so transparency equals 1 is close. And transparency equals 0 is open. And then we're going to get eye open, and we're going to replace all the dbounce 25 with the eye open function. And then all the dbounce 26 with the eye close function. Boom. And now the while true loop is a lot more cleaner and understandable. Because I'm using functions. And then if I go over to here and hit test here, the eyes should also be in tandem with the characteristics. I totally did not jump at that whatsoever. See that? And now the eyes are in time. The eyes are in time. So the opposite day modifier works now. That got me from there. Opposite day modifier works now. Now it's time to do all the other nonsense logic. And then hope it works. Luckily, I can actually ignore. I can ignore the opposite day. Mostly because opposite day overrides these completely, so I only need to check them if it's not opposite day. It's not the opposite day modifier, so I can literally just do it in here. This AI... Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong thing. I'm in the eye open and eye close stuff. Of course. I meant to move to here. So opposite day can close. No, not looking away. Opposite day can close. And then we're going to do the same thing where we do okay, so we're just gonna what's the logic we do for cancelling out modifiers? That's in bubble, not the other one. We have logic for cancelling out modifiers that I can have a look at in Bubble. So let's see how I did cancelling out modifiers. Because, oh no, cancelling out modifiers I did in the other one, the light meter. The light meter had a lot of cancelling out modifiers. So how did I cancel out again? What was the cancelling out logic? I'm hoping I don't have to edit this script again. This script is extended slowly all the way until over 400. It just didn't load. What? Oh, it just didn't load. That's crazy. So if it's... What I did for the cancelling out is just if they're both true, do the same as I would if they're both false. Okay. I guess we can just do that then. So we just check if tired eyes dot value equal true, and not tired, gosh, sleepless dot value equal true, then not secret, else we do if not toe string not VV, oh my gosh. And then we do the else, and that has this. So if tired eyes is on, then regardless of whether you're looking away. How am I going to do this? Basically, it just gets rid of the blackout value check. So tired eyes is eyes closed all the time, which means it's a weeping angel. So it will always go when you're looking away and will always stop when you're looking at it. Then if it's sleepless, it does the exact same thing but opposite. I'm just thinking. Gonna make one more modifier. Now the second chaser appears 100 steps in front of you, so you gotta dodge it or you take 50 damage, and then terrain could kill you while you're low from it. I see. Okay. I'm thinking of one other thing as well. Okay. Someone's just sent me a message, by the way. Hi, System No Grumble. Hello, System. Okay, so local run. We're going to have in here if heavy hitter dot value equals true, then, and then we're going to have an else in here, and then the else is going to be like that, and then here we get rid of all of that. Okay, and that's heavy hitter 1. Okay, and then we can close that back up again. All these functions. Okay, and then all the way up here, we're gonna do if irritated dot value equal true, then. There's a lot of overriding stuff. Okay, so that's the new move to function, and if we were to, this whole thing is this whole thing is literally 400 lines long now, but I'm pretty sure that's it now, so no need to worry. And it looks nice and neat when you close up all the stuff, but it's fine. Also, this script is like incredibly edited down, that I think I might just generally get rid of the original stuff, because this is no longer the old script. This is like practically nothing like the old script. I don't need the credits to the original script maker, because this is all of that is new. That doesn't matter anymore. That also doesn't matter anymore, which was in the original script. This has been added new. This is all new. These are all new. Those are new. These are new. These are all just been heavily edited, even if they aren't. These are new. These are new. These are new. And pretty much all of this has been edited. So I don't think I need to credit the original creator of the script anymore, because it's practically like nothing left of the original thing. It's like the boat where you like repair all its wood with new pieces of wood. Is it really the same boat? And in this situation, it really isn't. Okay, so opposite day is not on. Irritated. We're gonna test irritated. First, I do have to actually AFK before that. Annoyingly, I do have to AFK right before that, but after that we can test this, and then I'm pretty sure I don't know actually what to do after that, so I might take a break playing something, I guess. I'm going to temporarily go AFK now. Okay, my mouse moving is a macro to stop my computer from turning off. Estimated time 9999999999999. Reason fighting God. Imagine. Okay, I'm going to AFK now. My mouse moving up and down, left and right, like that sort of thing. Yeah, if you can see it, except it's a lot more stable. That's just a macro. That's not me, because I need that so that I don't have my computer turn off. Okay then, I'll be back in 30 minutes, maybe 20, I have no idea. And then we can test the statue's modifiers, which I think work. And then we'll just go from there, because I don't actually know what else to do after that. And I guess we might just make a new room, maybe? Make our first proper room, maybe? Because I'm not touching anything to do with the monster. Possibly Amalgamos, actually, as well. Anyway, I'll think about that when I get back. AFK. I'm back. I'm making a skulk farm for you and Percy right now. You, Percy, and Rory, I see. Not us, though, because I'm not in the Minecraft server and don't have Minecraft on this computer yet. Yeah, Francis is a moderator now. I known him a while. I know he's like sensible, and he's friends with the other moderator, so it was a no-brainer. I probably ought to, Faz, but I'm not. I'm a bit lazy right now. I don't think I'm gonna do that, sorry. Maybe if I remember another time, but that's somewhat unlikely. Yeah. Okay, let's test this. Okay. That's like that. And then if I go into here and I turn on sleepless. Okay. I might make them just a little bit further away before I do that. If I turn on sleepless. Okay, and then what if I turned on tired eyes? Oh, bubble killed me. Oh my. And then if we go into here and we turn on the sleepless, makes him do that. Tired eyes makes him in the night. Opposite day works completely. Irritated. Now it's nighttime, we can test the other one. So we go into here, we get tired eyes. That becomes a weeping angel, which also works. And then irritated is literally just it moves to the person. It literally just moves to the person if it's in range. There is no stopping it. It just moves to you. I need to turn it off quickly. Oh my god. Okay, and then let's test out heavy hitter. So heavy hitter literally just makes it so so it appears they're struggling to hit me. Is there a modifier on, or is that just it? Okay, so heavy hitter has done something that's broken it. Because if I turn back on, turn heavy hitter off, it's still not working. Something has happened. Well, so there's still some more to do. Something has made the hitting break. I just realised I've got a remade. I wouldn't really call it a remodel because it wasn't modelled in the first place, but yeah. Huh. So hit detectors to find up there. So what makes it break? This is the same as before. Oh! Oh! Well then. Ooh. That's what's doing it. This still just goes if it's looking away. So I just need to adjust that to have the exact same logic as this. Or I can take the lazy option and just make it so they can get cheap hits on you. No, I'm not going to take the lazy option, that's a bit silly. I'm going to take the non-lazy option. But first, we're just going to do local fail hit, local function. We're just going to make them functions, so this is a little bit easier to do. And then we can also do local function hit. This stupid ghost ends with this silly AI. God, don't know what the hell they did, but they broke it and it's really annoying. So fail hits is that, and then hit is that. Doesn't know what pos is and doesn't know what char is. So we're gonna have to put in pos and then comma char. And then we're going to just copy that and we're going to put that in where it hits. So where it hits is here, and then where it fails hits is there. So that's currently, that would work. And now we just need to do this entire thing, except we replace run with hit and stop with fail hit. So we're going to replace run with hit. I think this should hopefully work. And fail hit here. This may be really inefficient, but I don't mind. I can call anything that was in the game that got remade a remodel, even if it wasn't a model. Kind of no, but sure. Okay, and that should work now, hopefully. It really is a crazy damaging system now. I got half the map layouts. Cool. And now their hitting their hitting should work. I just stuttered again. Stuttered again. The heavy hitter guaranteed works. These still need the eyes to turn on. Hold on. Open. Then we go into this. I do. Okay, so that doesn't work. And do is the only thing is that looks like something else, so I'm not going to do that. Right angle. Hi, Muskma. Or yeah, Muskma. Hi. Currently coding stuff right now, mostly. Okay, so now with opposite day, when they hit me, it should also actually go through. Except for that. Except for that. Okay, so this can just be taken from here. No, it can't because we don't have nearest player. Just do that then. No, that's the wrong one. And here. That's not what I copied. Okay. And now, we already have opposite date on, don't we? So, can I do this? Oh my goodness, that's so much better. Oh my goodness. So opposite day is still on. Okay, test 2. Now it should work. So now they hit. Okay. And now, guess what we gotta do? Well, my kitten is screaming at me, that's crazy. Guess what we gotta do now? We have to apply the exact same logic again. Can you guess what to? Well, it's in this while true, of course. We have to apply the exact same logic. So we're gonna copy all of this and we're gonna do the exact same thing. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. We're gonna do, instead of fail hit, we're gonna do something else. We'll do eyes closed and eyes open. So this doesn't need a if looking away anywhere in it. So we can just this is considerably simpler than I thought. So never mind. So if opposite day equals true, then it overrides that, but we also need if irritated, because if irritated overrides that as well. I'm just gonna make it so, hold on, so these have debounces already in them, so I can just put them straight in there. So we just do that. Okay. And then in here, we just need it in here. So if tired eyes and then sleepless dot value equal true then, and then we do in the else if not try tired eyes dot value equals true then, and then we do an else, we do if sleepless dot value equal true then, and then we do an else, and then this goes in each one of them, I think. So that goes in there, that goes in there. Oh, so I already inversed those. I didn't know that. And then if that's like that, then that does that. If that's like that, then that does that. They just permanently stay open or permanently stay closed, but if it's both of them, they do what they normally do, and if it's none of these whatsoever, they do what they normally do. That should work. It's actually a little bit simpler because there's no looking away check. Now we can test it. So now if we do any of these, they should work, not just opposite day. Okay, test here. I forgot to turn opposite day off. Okay. Okay. Oh, we've fallen over. Okay, and then if we just go a little bit further away, and then we go into the entire thing, we turn on stated. That happens. And sleepless. That happens. Tired eyes doesn't do anything. Oh, bubble killed me. Dang it. Opposite day does the exact same thing. And then when it's nighttime, we got to test the same thing. I think I just deleted my statue. Oh, I think it's nighttime now. Well, we know it behaves the correct way, so why don't we just test whether the eyes work the right way. So right now those things are on, and then if we go into opposite day, they turn off. And then if we go into tired eyes, turn off. If we have tired eyes and opposite day, they turn off. We have sleepless, they stay on. If we have sleepless and tired eyes, they stay on. If we have irritated, they stay on. If we have all of these, they stay on. And heavy hitter, I already know works and doesn't do much. Okay, it works completely. What I am going to do is make heavy hitter do 20. So they take 5 hits to kill you. Found a way to desaturate floors. I don't know how to spell desaturate. Do you mean deteriorate? Deteriorate? Or destroy? Deteriorate or desolate? That's not a word. Okay, now I go into replicated storage. Desolate. Eviscerate? Because desolate isn't a word, but eviscerate is a word. Desaturate. Is that desaturate? It's like desaturate, it's like make it black and white. Yes, desaturate. So you figure out how to desaturate floors. Cool, I guess. No, not black and white. Oh. Eviscerate? Is that what you're saying then? No, not black and white, but yeah. So desaturate is like, lower the saturation, make it closer to black and white, but doesn't necessarily mean black and white. Okay then. Now the new and finished statue that hopefully will not get edited again is done. Although without modifiers it doesn't look any different, but I can tell you it almost has 500 lines of code, which is definitely an increase. Okay then. So we can close that. And then we're just going to play for a moment. And then I'm going to probably take a break playing a game. And then I will, if I still have time, make bubbles, lest bubble modifier, keep them centered. I'm just going to play the game normally and see whether the statues change their behavior. I might actually go into server and edit the values while I'm still at it. Hold on. Bubble, I know you're there. Bubble, you're going to appear any moment, aren't you? Surely Bubble's about to appear. I can just feel it. Bubble, come on, Bubble. Come on, Bubble. I guess not. Bubble isn't appearing. I wonder why Bubble isn't appearing. Is there an error? No. Where is Bubble? Am I just getting really unlucky with their timing? Don't tell me this entire time modifierless Bubble has been broken and I had no idea. Surely. Yeah, I'm back. Hello, Odysconstantius. Statue. Roly-Oly just jumped up here when I was looking at him. Haha. Oh my god! They made it, that's for sure. They made it over. There's another one. Hold on. Did I accidentally disable Bubble? Because I don't remember disabling Bubble. That's not that. Dark character scripts. Bubble. He is enabled. Why is Bubble completely absent? Have I done something wrong in Bubble's script? It's not errored or anything. There's no error. Bubble, what happened to you? Why aren't you working? So we don't need to worry about if constant, or more often. What's the less Bubbles value at? Like, what's all his modifiers at? Fireballs. Bubble modifiers. Enrage, nothing. That's at 0. That's at nothing. Why isn't he working? Huh. Wait, no, I'm so confused. Local enabled is script if enabled .value. That does not need to be constantly checked in the while true loop. No, because it's the value, so that does need to be constantly checked. Or, where the one time enabled is used, I could have it just say enabled.value instead. And then I can move this outside the while true loop. And just have it script if enabled. So, why did it not work? How long does he wait normally? So he normally waits 15 to 30 seconds. So he does wait a while. I didn't see him at all. Huh. I'm so confused. I'm just gonna hit play again. And just see. I'll turn on constant and see what happens and see whether he still appears. Because if I have constant on, he has to appear. Unless I've broken something. Something is broken. What is broken? Why is he broken? Why is it broken? This shouldn't... There's no discernible reason why this is broken. See my light, where's my... I'm in the doorway, yeah. Okay. There is absolutely no discernible reason. Bubble is here. Enabled. I just destroyed everyone's cool kid. Okay, as I said, I'm not really that into Forsaken. Yes, I found doors fan game that overhauls the hotel and mines. Okay. This is so peculiar. This wasn't doing this before. I'll do print A. I'm gonna do here print. Let's go a little bit. And then in here we're gonna do print that. And then in right below that we're gonna print well, we're gonna call this B. And then in here we're gonna call this, we're gonna print D. And then in here we're gonna print E. And then we're gonna see what numbers are appearing. So it does activate, and A works, and that works, but we don't get to B. It's an or, not an and, so why isn't this working? If I was to just copy this and then remove it, would it work? No. That is me being a little bit of an idiot. That's what that is. Oh my gosh. Well, I've just fixed it now. That was just me being an idiot. Now it works. Why did I do that? It works now, at least I know that. Okay, we can remove the prints now. I forgot to remove the prints before I closed the script. Yes, again, I wish there was a button to remove all prints from the script. Okay, and we're going to do actually some more with Bubble, but it's not going to be in a script, it's going to be in an actual look. You just undo more often than constant. It's fine, Nathan, by the way. I've noticed you said sorry to what I said. It's fine. Okay. That's a GUI. Bubble. We're gonna make a frame called bubble location. And just to make this a bit easier, we're going to turn on frame 1 of all of these so we can actually see. But after that, we don't need to worry about moving any of the images. Okay, so right now we would like bubble location to work. I think that's it. I'm gonna make its anchor point 0.5 and 0.5. We're going to make its location at its position a physical thing, which it is actually, but this is going to be a pixel count. I did not mean to do 5, I meant to do 50. If I currently put all of these in here, what would happen? Okay. I didn't mean to move just frame 1, I meant to move all of them. Okay, so that worked, but I didn't move. I think that works. Okay, so that works. Huh. That's odd. I feel like that ought to be 0.5 and that ought to be 0.05. That also ought to be 0.05 and 0.1. And 1 and 9.95. I'll do 0.2 there. Do 5, 8, just 0.8 there. Okay, so this thing is currently 500. So if these are 50 each and there's 6 of them, that's 300. And if there's 300, then the space in between them should be 100 divided by 5, which is 20, and then you add 50 onto 20. So the distance between each other should be 50 pixels. So we change that to fix 50 pixels and that to 0. But then we add on to 100, I think. And then this one would be 150. No, this one would be 250 because of the, no, 200 because of the bubble already there, I think. No, not 200. 175. Okay, let's see if that's no longer centered. It's not then. It's not that then. That's 125. No. 125. No, it's not what I'm. 112.5. That's now centered. Now that needs to be 500, but you take away, so you get 400. But you don't actually get 400, you get 375, and then you add 12.5. So that makes that 7, and that an 8. And then here, that's 200. Then that must be 300. But instead we're going to make that 212.5, but instead it's going to be divided by 206.25. And that's going to be 300 take away 6. 300 take away 6 is going to be 300 take away 6 is going to be 294. But you have to round it, so that's going to be 295. And those are now evenly spaced, I think. But if I do this right now, there's only 2 of them that are set to thing. So I'm going to use the cool nifty unit conversion from the, no, not that. Not want a UI aspect ratio constraint. Wanted to convert position to, now what does it look like? Okay, I think that's good enough. I do that, and then it's position 0.5 and 1. This one's position going to be 0, but we change its anchor point again. Okay, and then let's see what that looks like. I do that. I think I need to do that, and then I get these location and 0.2 instead. And just an 8, I think. Yeah, that looks evenly spaced. And then when I do that, they stay evenly spaced. Okay, that's it now. That's that done. And then now we can just make this not interact. Isn't already. And then we make its background 1. If I scale like that, it will do that, but if I actually change its actual size, if I like halved its size, it would do that. Oops. I did not mean to delete that. That would have been bad. And then we're gonna do and that should hopefully work. We're going to test that as is, and then we're going to get the other scaling stuff. Yay, my escape key doesn't work. Ooh, wait. So forgot to make that frames invisible. Frame 1. Okay. And that should now work. I'm gonna take a break from the notes. I've been playing too much for sake. Okay. My gosh. It's weird that when that errored, that just like they just like completely paused. This needs to be bubble Wait for child bubble location. Okay, and is that the only time that happens? Okay, that should work now. Can't wait until I can actually make some good looking rooms. Okay, that works. Yep, he works. How the heck did it make it over to me? Ow! Really. Its eyes just switched to that. Oh my gosh! Really. This statue needs to get away from me. There's another one. Is it still working? Is morning laugh still working? Morning laugh is still working. Oh my gosh. Another one. When you laugh with the other modifiers on, it's considerably more fun than the current one, because it kind of just like sits there. I also need to make a tween for morning laugh, which I think is actually going to be surprisingly easy. Dark, I found Percy made a diary in MC. Should I read it or leave it? Your choice. If they trust you enough to keep the information a secret, if you were to find out anyway, then why not? I mean, it's your choice. But also that might like disrupt trust. Please! Oh my gosh, I was very close to not doing that. That was extremely close. I find that level room really satisfying. It's a shame that's gonna be replaced soon. Anyway, sorry, that was my caps lock. Dark, you should add small grass to the floor to make it not look plain. There already is that. It's just that I haven't actually added it to the test rooms, but there is. There is already. I just don't have it in the test rooms. So there's no need to ask, because I have done it. Okay, I just need to figure out how to change the size. So bubbles dot size equals udim new. Yep, that's exactly what I needed. I forget they use udim for that stuff. So this is gonna stay at 5. This is gonna stay at 500 this time, and this one's gonna stay at 50. But and that's gonna also be the same there. But for this one, that's gonna be put in half. MVM, I come up with bad ideas. Personally, isn't here, so he wouldn't know nor tell me if I'm allowed or not. No, but like I'm saying, you guys are quite close friends by now, so if you trust each other enough with that information, that's all I'm saying. If you think like they would trust you with that information. Plus, it might just be like a joke diary. You have no idea. I think that's just gonna be 125. No, because that's 125. So the difference between, so it's not going to be 125, it's going to be 325, I think. The difference between that and that is 75, so this would be 425, so the difference between that and that's 100, but the difference between that and that is 75. But if the difference between that and that is 100, then we might want that, so that the difference between that and that is also still 100, but the difference between that and that and that and that are... Huh. Wait. So these were 75, now this is 70, and this is 80. So we'd probably do that. $250, what's 1/3 of 250 is 83.3 recurring. So we're going to do 80, so that take away 80 is that, and then that take away 80 is that, and then that take away is that. So yeah, we were just going to keep it with roughly that. Okay. We're just going to see whether that works. It might not work, I have no idea. Let's test. And then we're going to go into replicated storage, we're going to go into modifiables, we're going to go into bubble modifiers, we're going to make less bubbles equal 1. And then I'm going to make them more often but not constant. Okay, so gosh. I may have done the math wrong by a lot. Because it's like working, I think. Hold on, let me just... Okay, I need to make the frame visible for this, otherwise I'm just not going to be able to, like... understand what's happening. Let me make it transparency equals 0. Because I'm not understanding what's happening here. So right now, if I make that allocate storage modifiables, bubble modifiers, will turn on more often and make less bubbles. 1. What happens to the thing at the top? Does it get? It does. Oh. Oh, I know. I know why it does that. Okay, so this is not going to do that anymore. I'll keep that for later, but we're not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to make that do that. And that one do that one, and then we'll get rid of that one. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'll keep it like that because it's their fault if they decide to go with less bubbles, even though it's going to make it so you get 2 bubbles to hide, which is just over 2 seconds, but you can like pre-fire it if you would want to. Okay, and then hopefully that works. We're gonna duplicate storage. We're gonna go to modifiables. We're gonna go into our modifiers. We're gonna go into less bubbles. It's gonna be 1, and then that's gonna be like that. Now it's going to let's have a look. I don't know why it's like that. Okay, and now what if I God! Now if bubble is at 2, God, that deadline is tight. Okay, so have fun doing max bubble. Have fun doing max bubble. Because that is not going to be easy at all. And if we go to here, we're going to make this number a 2. Let's see what it's like to have max bubble. Oh my god. Oh my god. Subway Surface is crazy work. That was there because I accidentally left it there, okay? That's not always supposed to be there. That's supposed to be there sometimes, normally when I'm AFK. Okay? Hello, carton wheel. Hello, cool stomp. Oh, right, lol, says carton wheel, and you say I'm back. Hello, welcome back. Let's see what this is like now, Max Bubble. Oh! Actually, this is kind of techie. Oh my god. Ouch. Why is there so many of them? Oh. Healing, 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 no. Okay. Just enough to bubbles a bit. I could ask you, is there something in the bubble that appears on the screen made by you sunlight? Yeah, I made it completely. I drew it. I coded it. I did all of it. It's completely made by me. I'm literally building this in the studio right now. Oh, that's my caps lock. It's like completely made by me. Well, I'm barely alive. Come on, Bubble. Come on, Bubble. Come on, Bubble. And then here I'm also going to do if enrage.value equal true then, and then we're going to do task.wait another 0.25. And then in here we're going to do task.wait 0.05 after they've become visible, of course. And then we do if enraged value equal true then, and then we do task dot wait 0.2, and then in here we do task dot wait 0.05 and if enrage dot value equal true then task.wait 0.1, and then if enrage equal true then task.wait 0.5. Cool, well I'm gonna go now. Hope you have a good day. Okay then, bye. That is still incredibly tight timing. have like just enough time to react and do that. But, like, that was like no time to react. I couldn't do anything, practically. Oh, that was my caps lock. Hi, Audie's gone stand to yours. I'm currently testing out max bubble. But after that, I'm gonna have to go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Max bubble. Too much fun. Okay, just to make sure that Money Laugh is a bit fair as well, because Money Laugh will be like there. Just say Audie not the best, okay? Okay then, Audie's gone stand to yours. Okay, and now I'm going to set all of these to default values, and then, annoyingly, I'm pretty sure I might end it off there. I've lost 2 subscribers, just saying. I think I know who like unsubbed, but it's just a hunch. All I know is I've lost 2 subscribers. Well, I sure wonder what this family-friendly man has been doing. What do you mean? What do you mean, Goofy Carcubus? What do you want about? I'm gonna do this once and then I'm gonna go. Family friendly is supposed to be family friendly is the place to click on you. Wait, Carton Wheel, you need to leave the stream right now. This is really big spoilers to a game that I want you to play. This is really big spoilers to a game I want you to play, Carton Wheel. Please click off the screen, Carton Wheel. Carton Wheel! Oh, snap. Oh. Alright, bye. I'm sorry, Carton Wheel. Goodbye, Carton Wheel. Have a nice day. Only it's Carton yesterday's. And I've literally just ushered Carton off the stream because I want him to play this game without any spoilers. I have played that game, it's really good, says someone in the chat. Me too, I agree. Same with the OST is fire. You little... Oh! Oh, dang. Sorry, I'm humming. I don't know why I did that, that was a big waste of time. got into the hard stuff now. Dang it. Oh. Ooh. I hear the stuff crumbling behind me. I heard some crumbling noises. Again. Okay, that's the first loot. What the song that is. Hold on. I don't know whether that was intended, I'm pretty sure it was. I like how they add more room types, but they don't actually remove the old ones. I think that's a good thing. I feel like that's just to show that you can use that as a speed boost. I've already got into super before my first beat, for goodness. Wait, it's only increased speed to 6 to 8 now? Your stream's fully black and white now. What do you mean fully black and white? What? My shoes aren't fully... Oh wait, oh snap. I just realised this entire time I forgot to turn on the window capture. Anyway, now I've lost because I am being in crumbling rooms. I was playing Obby with a thingamacilly at the end. That was very silly of me. Haha, get it? Because it's thingamacilly. Thank you for reminding me, I didn't actually notice. Snap, I did that again. I keep forgetting that sends you forward extremely fast because of the momentum stuff. Thank you for telling me. Damn it. Okay, so it might be over. It might be over. Okay, so I've made it further than that before, so that's just a skill issue. Anyway, I literally got to show you a small amount of gameplay because, to be honest, your stream didn't tank a lot. Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't tank a lot. So it means that I actually didn't spoil anything to Carton because he didn't see any of it because it was all a black screen. Anyway, now I actually have to go now, so it's gonna be a black screen now. It's intentionally a black screen. So, I'm gonna go now, guys. See you guys, hopefully tomorrow.